another one.
All right. How to build up a security infrastructure. I am a computer science graduate student in a third world country. My cybersecurity experience consists of a 4 months SOX analyst internship, security plus certificate, and some HTB and THM modules. Do you know? Do you know what they?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say
Hack,
out what
hack
the?
the hack the box is HTB
Uh huh.
and THB is I
THM.
know what it is. THM, the hacker something.
Okay, that's cool. So
I
it's something
know.
with hacking. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's
Cool.
a online provider for people to learn
Ah,
how to do pen testing and stuff like that.
similar to like the catch the flag type stuff.
Yep, it's a
Gotcha.
capture the flag type site. Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm being hired by a local mid-sized 30 to 40 employees startup-ish company to build their security infrastructure from scratch. I'll be really honest, the CEO is a family friend and he's vastly overestimating how much knowledge I have. All right. So I'm really at a loss in where to start. Should I just set up firewalls, set up a SIEM, and then start drafting up policies for access control, data protection, and IR? IR is incident response.
Hmm.
Okay. And is it appropriate to use the Wazoo SIEM given that
Waza, yeah.
SIEM given it's free? And since there is no security infrastructure, the company will have to buy the firewalls and other security devices. Are there specific vendors we should get the device from if we want to keep the cost at a minimum? Should probably talk to the other guy, to the other questioner. Um, Also, I've been told by the CEO that they've been hacked twice already. How should I address this exactly? I know of threat hunting, but I really don't know how to do it yet. So, any advice or books for that? Should I just should I just reset the system? Should I just burn everything down? So that's I didn't think this question was going to be that long, but
All right,
um,
put 8 minutes on the clock.
do you want to break it down, like, because there's a bunch of questions in this one question? Like, I don't know. How do you want to do
okay,
this?
so I'll try my very best, right? So,
I'll put 5 up on this one.
all right.
There you
So
go.
the first thing is with them being hacked twice before, right? You got to assess the current state of the network, right? I would assume everything is compromised. I just assume compromised. That's the best way to start. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not something that a person given your experience should be undertaking. Be honest with you. It places the environment. It places the environment under under risk that you are not properly equipped to deal with, because based upon whatever type of environment that they're in, and I imagine like there's a CEO and this is a friend of the family, that you want to deliver the very best that you can. So what I would do is I would seek out a cybersecurity team, and I would, because you this is like they don't get this business without you, so you can parlay that into a position, right? So you can be a junior analyst, but also you found the business for this organization, and thereby you can make some money off of that. But it doesn't sound like you're worried about money. It sounds like you're truly trying to help your friend, the friend of the family. If after that information you still have to proceed forward, so first thing that you want to do is secure your perimeter, right? So you're probably gonna go ahead and yeah, digger like a contract broker. The I would say the first thing that you have to do is secure your perimeter, right? And start to lock things down. It depends on uptime also. It's this organization. It's not enough information for me to truly give you any type of real guidance because I mean, you said that you would be interested in burning it down. So it sounds like this might be a small mom and pop, which small mom and pops are targets for script kiddies. People who are really sharpening their teeth are getting access into this space to go out and do naughty things on the internet. Um, I would say that once you secure your perimeter through implementing a few um, a few firewalls, that the free option isn't the problem. It's the understanding about what's necessary in order to properly secure that environment given this free product. Because a firewall is a firewall at the end of the day. If you understand how to properly implement and logically separate VLANs uh, and different pieces of infrastructure, then you'll be halfway there. Um, Setting up a SIEM, absolutely, you should set up a SIEM. You could use the Waza, and by Waza, I imagine you're talking about Security Onion. Security Onion could be definitely a good utilization of free and open source software, or FOSS, that you can implement into your strategy. You're going to have to draft security policies to support the implementation strategy that you're going after. Um, I would say, but at the key of everything, like start off small, right? Uh, Go back to your basics. Implement fundamental things like access control lists, right? Role-based access controls. Um, Definitely switching to multi-factor authentication throughout the environment, right? Um, and if possible, like pull that boy off the internet, do an internal sweep, do your network scans, aggregate that stuff, and then do your virus totals checks against the things that you find. Ensure that whatever you have in place is properly implemented, and then and only then would it be prepared to go out there and stand on the internet. But I do think that this is a pretty heavy lift for a person giving your experience, and this is no critique on whether or not you have the aptitude or the acumen, because I believe absolutely you could have those things, but I also don't want to present the idea that this is a one man show, um, uh, to be able to not only defend against but to remediate against a previously compromised environment, because even full teams have a hard time negotiating and identifying indicators of compromise on full enterprise systems. So it depends on how many endpoints also. If you're talking two computers, that's much different than if we're talking about a call center, right? So we would need a little bit more information before we get down that path. And like I said, while this good, start to if they said that they were hacked, try and understand like what IOCs or indicators of compromise are present, and then also understanding like what breaches and what TTPs may have been used in order to gain access. Was this just a phishing campaign that's gone awry that somebody in the organization clicked, or is it someone that because you just had weak Wi-Fi security, that someone in the building next to you was just using free internet from you? Like there's a lot of information that needs to be provided in order to properly address what we're talking about. But I would seek out help, and I would look into a cybersecurity company and I would negotiate a position based upon the business that I'm bringing to the organization. And even if it lasts just the extent of the incident, you will be that much more informed, and you would have a team that could properly support you and place proper rules in place, as well as owning the risk that's necessary to respond to an incident. That's all I got.
So I think in relation to what you were saying, Divers is asking like a contract broker for the cybersecurity like help that they would need to get.
Contract broker would be, I was reading that as the guy who posed the question being the contract broker, going to negotiate the relationship between an exterior cybersecurity firm and his family friend. So he
Mm,
would be the broker in between the two.
gotcha. Cool. Yeah, like something I got from like reading this question is like how would I put it? You just graduated and like now there's no there's no training ground. It's like now the whole company's on your shoulder, right? We already been breached and now it's like um
Twice,
so
twice, breached
twice
twice.
twice, yes. And that's why I'm always like, do you really want to go straight to the top right out of your whatever education you have? Or do you want to take it slow, go through the help desk, learn the ropes, and then build your career out that way? Or do you just want to go straight to the top and then because now imagine if you get into let's say you get a position that you really don't you shouldn't be in yet, right? And now a major incident happens and whose reputation is on the line, right? Um, it's gonna fall on you if you're not if you sign up for a job that you're not ready for. So think about that as
And
well.
I mean, and let's go the opposite. Let's say that you knock it out the park. You remediate and you execute all these different things. Then good on you. Like, I don't know, you just graduated. You're a computer science graduate with a master's, a bachelor's, a PhD. I don't know what level you graduated from, right? So you may have extensive understanding about networks and network architecture, and this may be something that you could like with the, because let's give them a little bit of bail. We have chat gpt to we have automotive and AI to assist people who understand the questions and the problems that they're facing. So he might be able to automate maybe 2 to 4 roles that would be necessary in order to properly remediate this problem. But again, it's not enough information. I myself, would I go after that? I would now. If I was first starting off, um, it depends on how hungry I would be. Like, I would make that decision, but it would not be in the best interest of my friend, right? So we got to go back to, as cybersecurity professionals, we need to be concerned with the infrastructure that we're defending. It can't just be, hey, I needed some bucks in my pocket. Because if it goes left, then I'm impacting, like, this is your friend's business. Okay. All right. So are you willing to, even though they overestimated your capability, as you rightfully stated is happening, the other part of friendship is like really like understanding how to say no and step away. But again, if we're talking about 3 or 4 machines, like, that's different, right?
Said that like 40
What I
employees, so
Right. I mean, like, some people could lose their job, their social security, or not social security number, but their credit cards might be at play. Like, I don't know what type of endpoints. We need to know a little bit more information.
yep. Awesome. Well, let's wrap that question up.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.